Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome to the Walls Way, where every day we feed chickens, we talk to chickens, and we collect eggs from chickens. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we usually do. We're going to cover the fans that I put up out in my chicken coop. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Chickens, how is everybody? Everybody staying nice and cool? Yeah, it's a little cool out here. So let me get over here in the corner and I'll show you guys what I have rigged up today. Just some basic box fans. Got them at Walmart last night. I got one angled this way. That way it kind of keeps them cool when they're in the nesting box, because I figured when they're in the nesting box there's not a lot of airflow. It does have vents on the side, but not a lot of wind can pass through there. So I got that one hanging right there to keep them cool. I have this other one. It is more angled than the other ones are, and I got it blowing down towards our baby brooder setup. We do have two babies that hatched last night, and one last night, one this morning. There's the mother, that's Thelma, and there's a little baby right there. We do have, excuse me, let me get by. Excuse me, girl. We do have another egg right there, but I don't know if it's gonna hatch or not. What I did is I circled them. That way I knew which eggs I wanted to hatch and which eggs I wanted to keep. And it should have hatched today. It hasn't. It still might hatch tomorrow, I'm not sure. But if it hasn't hatched by Tuesday, in 2 more days, then we're just going to have to get rid of it because it's no good. How you doing, Winnie? But I do have that one angled to blow down towards this way. And you can kind of see some of the straw moving. Chicken feathers are being blown around, so I know it's getting airflow. I do feel it on my feet. But what I did is basically, and you can probably see there's a drop cord. I got it plugged up there at the house. I got it all the way coming out here to that center block. We'll get over there in a second. So, long story short, went to Walmart last night, bought 2 of these plastic window fan, box fan. They're 25 bucks a piece. I picked up some flower pot chain and some flower pot hooks, and I just I made the top one shorter than the back one, that way it could be at an angle. And then I have my cord. I zip tied the cord to the top of the frame. My drop cord ends right here, and I bought this little 3-way. I do have a plug-in for another fan, but if I put another fan over there, I have to get a 10-foot drop cord to reach to right here, because the 2 blue ones are the fans, and I got them kind of stretched as far as they'll stretch. But what I did is I wanted this little 3-way plug directly in the middle underneath the roof. That way, if rain does blow it, it don't drip in, but it will blow in from the side. I wanted it right here in the middle, that way it stay dry as possible. And I wanted this one in particular in the middle to be facing down. That way, like I said, water couldn't get in it by no means, because my plan is to leave these running 24/7. You can see I have it zip tied. And the reason why I zip tied it, you'll notice I have the cords on the bottom of the pole. I did not want to tuck them in here. They will stay. There is a little bit of a tension right there. I did have the cord kind of tucked in there, just holding it until I got everything where I wanted it. But this roof is hot to the touch, and I don't think it would melt my drop cord wires. They don't get that hot here in North Carolina, but I didn't want to take no chances, so I did zip tie it underneath the bottom like that. That way it could stay out of the heat as much as possible. This one, I did not put a chain on the back of the fan. It's just on the top. When I put it on the back, it tended to want to angle it more downward like the other one. And I wanted this one in particular to blow into the nesting boxes. You can see I got cobwebs over there, but they are moving. So I do have airflow over there. I kind of like this setup. It is a cheap setup, I think, with the fans and my chain and the flower pot hooks. I got around 60 bucks in it. Got it all at Walmart. It is a temporary fix. Like I said, this is the end of August. We've probably got another month and a half hot weather, so I didn't want to spend a whole fortune. It does work really well. It does move some air. The chickens seem to like it. I noticed earlier today, most of them were kind of huddled up over there where they're at now. But come next summer, I want something a little more professional, a little more high grade. I have looked at the solar powered fans. Those are really neat, but I don't know how much airflow they put out. I'm just kind of worried about that. And on the days when it rains 2 or 3 days straight, it's cloudy, don't get a lot of sunlight, it still gets humid, but there wouldn't have any wind coming, wouldn't have the fans working. So what I think I'm gonna do next summer is I'm gonna go to either Lowe's or Northern Tool or somewhere and get some of those metal shop fans, the heavy duty ones. And I kind of want to have them in this corner, one there and one here, and I know they'll definitely push the airflow that way. I started off with this one up here in the top corner, and about halfway through the coop you couldn't feel no airflow. It just, like I said, these are plastic fans. They're not, you know, meant to cool a 30-foot chicken coop outside, so you definitely want something with a little more power behind it. And two, I was afraid it being over here, the rain would come in from the side and it would short out one day while we're at work, and that just kind of worried me. But like I said, this is a temporary fix until we can get by, or not till get by, until we get out of the summer. Like I said, this is the end of August, so not too much longer. I just kind of ran the drop cord through the outside. Notice the drop cord's green. We'll go over here and I'll show you guys how I got it. I got it kind of finagled, or the Wallsway engineering at its finest. So I do have an orange drop cord coming from the house. It is plugged up over there, and I got it draped all the way over here. And then it turns green. So what I did, I didn't want to put it right on the ground, and if it rains, you know, over here towards the house, it does kind of run down, so it would be in water constantly. And you know, I'm no electrician by no means, but I know water and live drop cords don't mix. So I put a flower pot on top of where they connect. I cut a little slit for the cord to sit on, that way it sits flat. I got it up off the ground, got it on a center block. You can see right there, it does fit right over, so it sits nice and flat. And I just took me a brick, set it on top of there, that way it don't blow over. And then the drop cord goes all the way over here. That is an older drop cord. It's not cut, but it did have a little piece of the green sheath missing, so I had to throw some electrical tape on it, and then I didn't want the electrical tape on the ground, so I just kind of put that right there over my Predator eye. And those things are awesome. They're solar powered, so of course it ain't gonna light up when I want it to, but they do blink red. That way if you got any predators at nighttime, they think it's a pair of eyes. The higher you put it up off the ground, the bigger the animal thinks is there. So if you put it low to the ground, you know, your raccoons, your foxes, whatever, they're gonna probably think it's a cat or something. You put it up high off the ground, they're gonna think it's a coyote or a wolf. But I want to do this video particular today because it is hot. If I'm hot, I know the chickens are hot. They're walking around, their beaks open, their wings out, trying to get some airflow underneath them. And I looked on YouTube and I could not find a video of what I wanted to do. I saw where people were, you know, putting in solar powered fans, and you know, a lot of people's coops, they're all enclosed, right? Well, 3 sides of my coop is open. So I thought, well, those fans probably wouldn't do no good. I kind of wanted to mimic a ceiling fan, kind of. So I want to do this video in case anybody has a similar idea of what I want to do. You know, it might be late in the season. You don't want to spend hundreds of dollars, you know, on airflow for your chicken coop if you only have, you know, around about a month left of the hot season. But this is what I did. It works really well. I can feel the airflow right here off that one, bouncing off the nesting box. And you can see it is moving the cobwebs. It's not strong enough to blow them away. We're going to come out here with a hose or a broom and knock them down. But they do work really good. Like I said, they were 25 bucks a piece at Walmart. And then my hardware, the 15 foot of flower pot chain and 2 packs of flower pot hooks was around $8 or $9. I'll tell y'all a funny story about them fans right there. So they're $25 at Walmart, right? And we go to pay for them, and the lady behind the register, she sweet as could be, but she looked at us and asked if we wanted to purchase a 2-year additional warranty. And I said, for the fans? And she said, yes, sir. It was another $20 to have a 2-year warranty on a $25 plastic fan. Now, I know there's people out there that want to get the most of their money, and, you know, they buy something like that, and if it decides to crap out on them, they want it replaced. But, man, I tell you, the fan will be $25, and then for another $20 to replace it in the next 2 years, I just buy another fan. I ain't paying no warranty. It's, you know, not that big of a deal. It ain't like you buying a car or, you know, some kind of power tool or something. And then if it does crap out, I'm assuming you gotta mail it off or bring it to the store. And if it craps out in the middle of July or August, you just that much longer without a fan and $5 more. Hell, you can buy a brand new one. But that's enough about that. Like I said, I couldn't find a video of anything like this. I kind of wanted to give you guys the rundown on what I came up with. I hope it works, but I know it works. I can feel it right here. It feels really good. I notice the chickens, they're not walking around panting. You know, they kind of enjoy it. They do tend to stay more over there towards that one. It doesn't kind of blow on the ground. But yeah, hope this is kind of what people had in mind, if you got the same ideas as me. But more or less, you know, hope it helps you guys out. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and end it off right here. Good. I think I scared him when I flipped the phone around. But I hope everybody's doing good. I hope this video helps you. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody you know about the Wallace Way. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. See you later.